Hi, my channel name is Second Era of Moles, and if you have clicked on this video accidentally, 90 seconds is all I ever ask. This is Heathrow to Cockfosters, so apparently it's a simulation of what it's like to get on the tube. I'll be the judge of that. So, let's take my seat. See, already this is inaccurate because I've not had to clamber over 5 people. Mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Okay, mind the gap please. Also, nowhere in London has this many trees. I've never seen this many trees in London. This is on the Piccadilly line, I believe, which is not the most awful line in the world. That's the Central line, and you can tell it's the Central line because it's all red. And that's because the blood of the innocent that has been spilled on that train. Mind the gap. We are now approaching Hatton Cross, I believe. It's mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. See, as someone who took the tube for many years, I have much experience in tube etiquette. It's a shame no one else does. So, there would usually be many more people standing up here and all crammed together, because that is how the tube works. I mean, in real life, I wouldn't be able to talk to any of these people, because it's the London Underground. And yes, people do still laugh at the fact that there's a station called Cockfosters. We wouldn't be human if we didn't. This is actually a lot like my experiences on the tube, except I very rarely sit down. Unless you're on the Waterloo and City line, and only if you're going on one direction. If you go in one direction, you will always get a seat. If you go in the other direction, you're very lucky to get a seat. And that is going into Waterloo for rush hour in the morning and coming out of Waterloo in the rush hour in the evening. Why are there no people standing? What time is this train running? Dear. Because there are people that will stand up and continue to stand up on the tube before ever sitting down. I'm this blonde geezer. And is this like the 90s and we're all wearing shell suits? How many stops is it from Heathrow to Cockfosters? I don't know. I could look it up. Hounslow Central Underground Station. Mind the gap, please. But it would also tell you, please change here for the Bakerloo line, or overground services to Berkshire. And you would have little signs saying what station it is, in case you missed all of the announcements because you got your headphones in and you're blaring. Wow, a lot of people got off there. Instantly replaced by, hey, look, those people are twins. Oh, and now I have a twin. Oh, I don't like that. Is he going to replace me in my life? Ooh. I don't know, I want him to get off now. Please get off at the next station. There are some people that get on and you're like, oh, I do not like the look of you. Please don't stay on this train very long. And most of all, please. Yeah, that happens. People cough just anywhere. Don't even put their hand over their mouth. Just all over everyone. Spreads germs to the entirety of London. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine when you do that. Can I click on... Is this actually a game, or do I just ride the tube? Because, well, I could go into London and do it, and it would cost me like 15 quid, but what is going on? No, my twin is still on. Oh, God! And now there's 4! Oh, I just get the feeling it's going to be like one of those hide the ball games, and we're all going to go under cones, and someone's going to switch us all around, and someone's going to choose the one that's not me. I'm not comfortable with this. I'm really not comfortable with this. Too many people look like me, dress like me, hair like me, don't like them, they're too like me, the only me is me and I'm me. Okay, where are we now approaching? Osterley. Is that even an underground station? But yeah, Piccadilly is not the worst line to get on. Worst line is the Central line. That is an undisputable fact. I believe the second worst line to get on is the Victoria line, because when the Victoria line was closed, they all came onto the Central line while I was still getting the Central line, and it made things infinitely worse. And That's why I ended up walking from Liverpool Street to Bank to get the Waterloo and City line to avoid that nightmare. True story. After that, it might be the Piccadilly line actually. There was a thing that went round a couple of years ago, and it was description of each line in the summer, and it was like the Central line. Why would anyone expose themselves to this hell? And then there was like a description for each line, and then the Waterloo and City was, this one's actually alright because no one fucking gets on it. Now approaching Boston Manor. I've never heard of any of these stations. Mind the gap, please. Oh, there used to be that Thunderbirds video that I had when I was a kid, and they all went out for like a night of clubbing or something, except for Alan, and then he had this really weird dream where he went out with them, and then one of my doppelgangers left. Oh, good. And there was this band playing something about the man on the moon jumping you, and then at the end of the dream there was this thing, and he was on like, I can't even remember what he was on, but he was on the moon or on one of the Thunderbird ships, and this woman was saying to him, mind the gap, Alan. Mind the gap, Alan. And then he fell off, and he like tumbled down to earth, and he was laughing, and he was like, ha 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 ha. And then he did that thing where, you know, you wake up and you like bounce. He did that. It was creepy though. Just, it was like, because it had this weird echo to it, and it was like, ooh, I don't like this. Where are we stopping now? And the background isn't changing. There should be buildings. Actually, if you were actually on the underground, there would just be darkness and walls with wiring on them. And then when you pulled into a station, or adverts, and occasionally there'd be a map that tells you all of the stops on the line. See, I know my tube. I'm going to look it up. Just bear with me. Because that's another thing you do on the tube, is you count off the number of stops until you're one. Oh no, now I've got another doppelganger. Oh, there's so many people that look just like me. It makes me uncomfortable. Okay, Heathrow, South Ealing. Holy crap. If we're stopping at every stop, that's... Wow, we're only in like zone 3. What the fuck, man? We've still got to go back through zones 2 and then 1, and then out from 2 again to zone 5. Jesus, it's gonna take forever. Ooh, that guy is dressed like me, but he has different hair. This must be what it's like when you get on the tube and your phone is on like 2% battery, so you can't use it for anything, and then you've forgotten to bring like a book or an iPad or a Kindle with you, and you haven't been able to pick a newspaper up because the Metro stand was empty, or the Evening Standard people weren't giving them out, or they'd all gone, so you're just like... How many stops is it? Wow, a lot of people got off there. Oh, I've escaped all of my clones. That's good. That is good. So why do we think we're going to Cockfosters? Because, okay, I'm assuming if we've been at Heathrow, we're either dropping someone off at the airport, or we've just arrived back from an airport. I don't see a suitcase with him, so that would imply that we've not just been on holiday, stupid hair, that we've just dropped someone off. So who have we dropped off? Have we dropped off, for example, my grandmother? Where is my grandmother going? Is she off to see her relatives in Ireland? Would she be going to Heathrow if she was? Heathrow flies to pretty much everywhere, doesn't it? Maybe she's going back to her home country of Jamaica. I don't know. Let's go with that. She's going home to her home country of Jamaica, where she lived as a child before moving to London in 1975. And when she arrived with her 17 children, one of which was my father. He was the third youngest, So, you know, there were a few before him, but he wasn't the absolute youngest, because you wouldn't want to be that in a family of 17 children. And my grandmother immediately became very involved in her church. She's the head of the Women's Institute in the area. Very, very powerful and respected lady. You do not want to get on the wrong side of her. Yeah. So, she's getting on in age now. Her knees aren't so good, you know. She has to walk with a stick. She doesn't get back to Jamaica as much as she used to. She used to be every year. She'd go back to Jamaica, see her old friends, those of them that are still alive, visit the graves of her parents from when they lived in Jamaica, catch up on all of the island gossip, you know, maybe catch a couple of cricket matches while she's there as well. See what the Windies are doing at the moment. But, you know, hasn't been for 3 years now. How many stations are there left? But yeah, you have to try her ginger cake. Whew. Spicy. But so, so good. Bing, bing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is to Cockfosters. Sorry, just got to make sure I'm not going to miss my stop. Now approaching Hyde Park Corner. Okay, so we're into Central London now. Into Zone 1, where all of the things happen. And where house prices are so high you couldn't afford them even if you sold all of your organs to do so. Seriously, I was at work one time and I looked up on Zoopla the cost of like the closest property to the office, and it was like a 1-bedroom studio, and it cost like $500,000, and it was like, that's actually quite cheap for this area. It's like, I'll never be able to afford that in my lifetime. It's ridiculous even trying. Oh dear. We are now approaching Piccadilly Circus. Please change here for the Northern Line. Ooh, we could get off here and go to Graphic Bar. That place is pretty good. They do their drinks in like a paint can. They're good. This is cool, it's paint can. You can have a little boogie, sip out of your paint can. No? I went in there once with work after work had finished, because it was someone's birthday, and I was looking at their menu and I was like, oh god, now I'm at the bar and the person's asking me what I want, and I was like, that one, zombie, and it was like, alright, and I was expecting it just to, you know, come in standard glass, shaky, pour it in, maybe put something on top, hand it to me. No. It came in a glass that had like a stem, and then it went round and up and out, almost like a vase on a stem. The person fills it up with ice. I think they might have squeezed like a lime and an orange in, and then put some alcohol in to give it a shake, like fill it up halfway, then add some more things, shake, fill it up more. Then got like a passion fruit and scooped all the thingy out of that, filled that up with some alcohol, rested it on top, set it on fire, and then proceeded to sprinkle like cinnamon over the top. And the entire time I'm standing there and I'm like, oh no, I just wanted a drink. Why are you doing all this shit to me? Everyone's watching and it's taking a long time and it's a busy time in the bar. Tasted nice though. It was a good drink. Damn, I could use a drink right now. I wish people on the tube would like just disappear like that and suddenly they're off the train, because you get people who don't want to move out of the way for you, and B, like just try and fight their way off. No, like, excuse me, it's just like, and it's like, if you say excuse me to me, I will move out of your way, because I understand you want to get off the train. I don't want to keep you on this train. But, you know, give me something. Give me something to know that you want to get off the train. It's simple. It's simple. And then there are the people that forget that they're supposed to be getting off at that stop. And we all do it. I've done it a couple of times. Even me, expert tube user, has done it a couple of times. But it's like, pay a bit of attention, okay? I have never seen this many twins in all of my time in London. I wonder if there's like a twin convention in town. Is that where we're going? Have we dropped Grandma off at the airport and now we're off to the twin convention? Not as someone who has a twin. I have several doppelgangers, but no twin. Russell Square. Russell Square. Yeah, I think now we're sort of leaving Zone 1. There can't be that many stations left, right? Right? This nightmare is almost over. Isn't it? Isn't it? Let me off the train, let me off the train, let me off the train, let me off the... King's Cross. Isn't it King's Cross St Pancras? Technically. And aren't we changing there from the Northern Line and services to... and London Overground services and National Rail services and also the Hogwarts Express? Just thinking, how difficult would it be to like go in and look up all the changes and all the things that they announce and try and put those into this game? Because it's very minimalistic. There's no interaction with anything. And what's going to happen when I get to Cockfosters is just like, you have arrived at your destination. You can't leave the train though, so now you're going to go all the way back to Heathrow. No. Oh, there's a really nice restaurant in Soho called Clockjack, and they do like rotisserie chicken. And one of those would be really nice right now. And I'm not a big fan of sweet corn, but they had this sweet corn in like Jack Daniel's glaze. Oh, it was nice. Just get a fork and that's the one. Damn, I'm hungry. I only had breakfast like an hour ago. Not even that. It's times like this where you're like, I wish there weren't so many stops. I wish I could just get on a train that starts where I start and stops where I want to get off. And everyone else can go fuck themselves. Arsenal. So we're into North London now. But if you're looking for Wembley, you can go to Wembley Park or Wembley Central, I believe is the other one. And they're both kind of equal distance away from the ground. It's just which way you approach it from. It's good though, Wembley. I've been for several NFL games and had a great time. I've got all my flags behind me that they give you. I think one of them stinks of beer because I just picked it up at the end and it's like, this has been sitting in beer. Whoops. Finsbury Park, come on, we need Cockfosters. This is the longest tube journey ever. No one rides the tube from one end to the other, that's ridiculous. And those twins have been sitting next to me for far too long, they're planning something. Get them away. Shoo. Gotta check my handy dandy tube map. See how many... See, more twins, more twins. Bloody twins. Tain't natural being twins. Norway Road, Arsenal. Finsbury Park. I've only got 8 stops left, I think, I hope. Good God. Turnpike Lane. Alright, okay, so we've got Wood Green, Bounds Green, Arnold Road, Southgate, Oakwood and Cockfosters. So only 6 more stops, people. Just be patient, we'll get there eventually. I hope. Oh, his twin left him and he was replaced by my doppelganger. How did he get back onto this train? Oh, he's a creep. What a dickhead. Bloody Central Line. And what about that Bakerloo line, eh? And don't even get me started on the DLR. Oh, it runs by itself. Craziness! Piss off, doppelganger. I was going to say, we're all wearing different clothes now, but no, that guy had to come in a matching outfit to me. What a cock. I swear, if we don't get there soon, I am going to fucking murder everyone on this tube. I'd swear to Lucifer. Can't take it. Small enclosed tube space. It's not good for me. I don't do well in tight enclosed spaces. A lot of strangers, people I don't know. It's making me itchy, man. That guy's starting to look an awful lot like me. And there are now 3 people there wearing the same clothes that I am. And those other 2 are matching. They look like twins. It's getting in my head. It's getting in my head. I don't like it. I don't like it. Why did I do this to myself? This was a mistake. If I wanted to experience life on the tube, I would just get on the tube. It's not difficult and it's not that far away. And at least you might see some interesting people instead of the same 5 or 6 people every time, or just with different haircuts. Now approaching Southgate. Piss off, Southgate. Nobody likes you. Gareth Southgate, you missed that key penalty. Why did you do it, Gareth? And relax. And relax. Oh God, why can't that guy with the cough have just had Ebola and just given it to us all? Then we wouldn't have to make the rest of this terrible journey. Oakwood. Oh, that's the second last stop. Oh, we almost made it. Oh, and now I need a wee. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Okay, that's highly unrealistic. 4 people would not get on the train to just go 1 stop. It would not be a full train at this point. There would be empty seats. Now approaching Cockfosters. Come on, bring me home. Take me home, country road. To the place I belong. Cockfosters, Northern London. Take me home, country road. We are now approaching Cockfosters, where this train terminates. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Congratulations, you got from Heathrow to Cockfosters. Score 1. This video game was made in 1 hour. I'm so sorry if you expected a big reward for sticking through with this to the end. Sad face. I'm gonna go home and make myself a cup of tea. So if you made it past the 90-second mark, thank you very much and congratulations. I have been playing this game for almost 40 minutes. If you've come this far, maybe you're willing to go a little bit further. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at RainmakerNO12, or you can subscribe to the channel. I promise I'll play games more interesting than this. I swears it. I swears it. On the precious. On the precious. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode, this video, and goodbye.